9th standard. Let us work with civics lesson number 10, which we started already on 16th, right? So let us work today again with that lesson. See, we discussed about organs of government, that is legislature, executive and judiciary, right? Today we are going to discuss the next topic of page number 73, that is the principles of division of power. Now division of power, that is, see, अगर हम बात करें स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, स्टेट एंड सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट टुगेदर, ओके, इन तीन अलग अलग क्राइटेरियाज को अलग अलग पावर्स दी गई है. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के पास जो पावर्स है, देयर आर सर्टेन कंपनीज, देयर आर सर्टेन प्रोजेक्ट्स व्हिच इज डायरेक्टली अंडर कंट्रोल ऑफ सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. फॉर एग्जांपल रेलवे, राइट? रेलवे इंडिया के हर एक स्टेट में है, बट रेलवे इज कंट्रोल्ड बाय सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, नॉट बाय स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. Okay, so second step we can tell for state government, certain companies, for example bus stops. Now bus stop of particular state can be under state government, okay, so that can be under state government, and there are certain projects on which state government and central government both are working together. Okay, let us read what it is written about division of power. The government carries out the functions of the state, and these are different from one another. The functions of all the three organs of government are different, and all the functions require a certain expertise. All the three organs of the government should be administered by different people, and each organ should carry out its own functions. By division of power, misuse can be avoided. It is necessary to divide the powers among the three organs of the government in order to make the functions of the government easy and efficient. As I said, right, because one government or one group of people cannot handle whole big India, right? It needs so many groups and it needs so many ministers. In like every area must have one minister appointed, so that area wise ministers can take care of particular area. फिर भले वो मिनिस्टर आप सरपंच बोलो या फिर एमएलए बोलो या फिर एमपी बोलो या प्राइम मिनिस्टर बोलो, चीफ मिनिस्टर बोलो, whosoever. Okay, then for example, the legislature has the power to formulate laws, but the some powers are so given to executive and judiciary that the legislature cannot misuse its power. See, legislature कानून बनाता है, कानून बनाने का जो पावर है वो लेजिस्लेचर में है, बट कुछ पावर्स एग्जीक्यूटिव्स और जुडिशियरी के पास भी है, जो वो कानून को जब इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं तब whether that implementation will be correct for people or no, that will be taken care by executives. Understood? तो executives के पास भी पावर है, okay, and judiciary के पास अपनी अलग पावर्स हैं. Then similarly, the executive is controlled by the given powers to the legislature and the judiciary, and the judiciary is controlled by the given powers to the legislature and the executive. So all these three are linked with one another as powers are divided among these three. Okay, तो ये तीनों तीन जो organs हैं वो एक दूसरे के साथ linked up है क्योंकि इनकी powers divided हैं. Okay, let us go on. Legislature. India is a republic having a parliamentary document, democracy. The representation of the people at the center is seen at the parliament, and of the state is seen as the legislative assembly. As I said you, central की बात करेंगे तो there will be parliament, लोकसभा and राज्यसभा. And if we talk about state government, there will be legislature assembly, LA. Okay. The parliament is an important and apex organization of the nation. Apex, that is on the top. Okay, सबसे important organization है पूरी country का, that is parliament. The Indian parliament consists of the Indian parliament consists of president, vice president, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. These four. Okay, president, vice president, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha comes to Indian Parliament. Okay, and legislature is divided into two types. जो legislature, that is administrative work जो है, official work जो है, वो दो हिस्सों में डिवाइड किया गया है. One is unicameral legislature. What is unicameral? When the legislature is consisting of one house, it is called unicameral legislature. जब एक ही हाउस का, there are two houses, राज्य सभा एंड लोक सभा. ओके, अगर सिर्फ लोक सभा तक ही काम सीमित है, लिमिटेड है, उसको यूनिकैमरल लेजिस्लेचर बोलेंगे. ओके, बट when the legislature is consisting of two houses, when the legislature is consisting of राज्य सभा and लोक सभा both, मतलब कोई इशू है जो राज्य सभा में भी चला, जो लोक सभा में भी चला और फिर राज्य सभा में भी चला, that kind of issues are taken up by both the houses. So that type of houses are bicameral legislature. Understood? At the central level, the upper house of the legislature is called Rajya Sabha and the lower house is called Lok Sabha. At the state level, legislature consists of legislative assembly and legislative council. See, legislative assembly we can tell Lok Sabha of state government and legislative council मतलब selective ministers. जिस तरह से राज्य सभा में सिलेक्टिव मिनिस्टर्स होते हैं, उसी तरह से हर एक स्टेट में लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल बनाया गया है, जहां पर कुछ सिलेक्टिव मिनिस्टर्स ही डिसीजन लेने का वर्क ऑन करते हैं. ओके, सो स्टेट लेवल पर अगर हम बात करें तो देयर आर टू, लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली एंड लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल. ओके, एंड अगर हम सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के लेवल पर बात करें तो देयर आर टू, लोकसभा एंड राज्यसभा. ओके, देन मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टेट हैव ओनली लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. ज़्यादातर लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली ही है हर एक स्टेट में. ओनली इन बिहार, उत्तर प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र हैव लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल्स. मतलब बिहार, महाराष्ट्र एंड उत्तर प्रदेश में लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली के साथ साथ लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल भी है, बिहार, महाराष्ट्र एंड उत्तर प्रदेश में. अदर ऑल स्टेट्स हैव ओनली LA, that is legislative assembly. Understood everyone? Okay, and legislative assemblies might be set up in capital of all the states. Okay, that is गुजरात का कैपिटल है तो वहीं पर लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली होगा. Understood? Okay. Remaining part of the lesson we will continue from our next videos. Thank you.